And I think it's time for a discussion. Why you so hard? Show me that you love me, baby. Why you so hard? Show me that you care. So many days, so many nights, so many tears. I had to cry. Told me you love me. That was a lie. Loving you was a mistake. 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 Play me like guitar, baby. You only love me for breathing. Play with my emotion, girl. And I don't want to be your...
All right. We're back again, with another star-studded episode of the Chatterbox with King Jacob. And, we just here, and we thanking God for another great day on God's green earth. And tonight you're in for a very, very special treat. One of my favorite people in Southern Soul. Just music, period. She just elevates everybody. She gives people a chance to get their music heard. And we here with her. Just want to welcome, finally Regina to the show. How are you?
I am awesome. How are you?
I'm good. So, you be everywhere. So I'm glad that you got the time to kind of, interview with King Jacob, because you might be in Alabama today, you might be in South Carolina tomorrow, you might be in Arkansas the next day, you might be down in Jacksonville, Florida the next week. So, you be moving and grooving like you're a truck driver.
But you know what? I'll always make time for you, King Jacob. I'll always make time for you. I got nothing but love for you.
No doubt. So, tell me, what is your music journey? So first of all, before we get into your journey, when people ask you, who is finally Regina, what is the answer?
The answer is, finally Regina is a lover of music operating in her gift to minister to people.
Okay. And so when they ask you, who is DJ Jen?
DJ Jen is also a lover of music that uses her platform to reach people, because you never know what somebody's going through. And everybody needs to escape reality. So that's why I use my DJ platform and my artist platform to reach out to people, to minister to people, simply because the Bible says, operate in the gift that I have given you and minister to my people. So it doesn't matter if I'm doing gospel, R&B, Southern soul. I'm giving people a place where they can just escape and forget about the troubles that they're having throughout the day, the trials and tribulations of this mean old world. We all need an escape, and I am glad that God gifted me with the talents to do so.
Okay. Very, very, intellectual answers, but very simple answers as well. So, I can really, really appreciate that. And so, how did, you know, um, finally Regina get started with this music? I know, you're a good old Southern girl, so I really know, how going to church wasn't a option at all.
No,
You
sir.
That's something that you had to do. So, when did you find out that you had a gift, or when did your parents find out that, oh, my baby can sing?
Um, I've been singing all my life. I was a member of the junior choir, the inspirational choir, the praise team, but I didn't really start leading songs, believe it or not, until I was like in my 20s,
Okay.
because I was always in the background, because I was like, no, I don't like being in front of people. I don't need all eyes on me. I can't do this. And then in 2016, I met a producer out of Camden, Alabama, by the name of Harold J. And at the time, he was the manager for Pamela Crawford, which is a gospel singer out of Tennessee. She used to sing with the Chicago Mass Choir, and he actually gave me the opportunity to sing background on one of her tracks as a single artist now. And I was like, okay. So I was like, you know what?
So hold on, man. So the manager for the mass choir, he gives you a chance to sing background for Pamela Crawford, the Pamela Crawford.
The
Um,
Pamela Crawford.
and and so did you get to tour with them as well, or?
I did get a chance to go with her to Chicago a couple of times. I did get a chance to do that. And then after that, I just stopped. I just can I can continue to run from my gift. I'll just say that. I continue to run from my gift. And I said, when I got ready to turn 50, I don't mind telling my age. When I got ready to turn 50, I said, you know what? I'm going to write a song, and that's going to be my birthday gift to myself. And I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to record this song. And that's all it was supposed to be. It was just supposed to be a song that I wrote, birthday gift to myself. But I said, and some people heard it and they was like, Regina, I know you're not going to stop. I'm like, yeah, I just did that to be, to celebrate my turning 50. They was like, no, ma'am, you need to keep going. So believe it or not, after I wrote that song, I wrote two more songs a month after that. And then it just took off from there, and I just started embracing it and stopped running from it.
Okay, so you know, stemming from back home, and when people understood that you was a recording artist now, like a live recording artist that go to different states and perform and just connected. So, what was your response at home?
It is sad to say this. It is really sad to say this, but majority of the people in my hometown really don't know what I do.
Okay,
No, and it's not because it's not. I really, if you haven't figured it out, I really don't talk about myself. I'm always, I don't promote myself like I should. I'll say that. I'm always promoting other people. But as far as like my immediate family, like my mom, my sister, my siblings, and my kids, yes, they know. And then it might be, it's some people at church that know. But as far as the city itself, nobody knows what Regina does. And the reason for that is because I've learned by being in the industry, most of your supporters and most of your fan base come from people that you don't know anyway.
that's true. That's very true.
So therefore, if I see people out and they be like, oh girl, where you been? I haven't seen you in a while. What you doing? I'll say something then. And then they be like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, yeah.
But you know what the good book say? It's hard for a prophet to minister in his homeland.
You better come on now. You better say something. You
Hey, I
better
ain't say
say
that.
something.
That's
So
it.
I don't really trip. I really don't trip on it.
Uh,
I really don't, because one, I know who I am and whose I am.
mhm.
And that pretty much sums it up. Um as far as my kids, they will, like, if I post something, they'll share or whatever. And my mom, she's not on social media. She's not. So when I saw this interview was going to be on YouTube, I hurry up and sent it to her. So I said, hey, okay, now I'm being interviewed, because the last time I got interviewed, she said, well, you didn't tell me. So I got to stay out of trouble with my mama.
Right. So speaking of your mother, um, which side of the family did you get your talent from? Your father's side or your mother's side, or was it both sides?
My mama.
Your mama.
Yes, because okay, my mom can sing, and I actually convinced her to do a recording with me, and we will be coming out with a gospel song in April. So yes, y'all will get a chance to hear my mom and my oldest son.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
yes,
oh,
yes,
oh. So we gonna I know your mom doing it just for the love of you, her daughter,
yes.
but your older son might turn this thing into something different. He just
No, believe it or
now
not, my oldest is like he's very laid back. He's very analytical. He's very analytical about everything. And he when I asked him, he was like, um, yeah, okay. Now, when he was in high school, he was actually a part of the FFA choral group and also show choir. So he's gonna do it, and then after that, you won't hear anything else out of him.
he
Trust
just he just want he so he kind of remind me of my sister. So
me.
at
Yeah. Mama
13,
asked, so
at,
yeah.
yeah,
And
at
then I tried to
13,
get my youngest. I tried to get my youngest, and he was like, "No, ma'am." He
right.
was like, "No, ma'am."
So at 13, 14, uh, my aunt Hattie called down here from DC, and she was like, I told my dad I want baby girl to audition for Donnie Simpson. My sister said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She said, why not? Why don't you want to spread this voice to the world? She said, I do. The kingdom people hear me, and that's all that's needed.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So she ain't she ain't one, and could sing that Whitney Houston song, I Always Love You, blow it out the water. But
right,
no, she's just a church girl who sings for the betterment of the kingdom of God. You know what
right.
I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. It's a lot of people that I know in my hometown and surrounding counties that can sing the roof off a church, but they not going to nobody recording studio. They'll tell
Right.
you quick. I don't like the politics of the music business.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Because
I
there
don't.
is one.
I don't like it's not based off raw talent. It's based off everything else besides raw talent. And so and I can understand that because Lord, it's more politics in the music business than it is the government. For real, for
You,
real.
you're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. I co-sign with you when you're right. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
do.
As my granny said, I'm with you when you're right. You know,
Exactly.
you know, and so this title and tonight's show is music heals the soul and elevates the mind. So you as a singer songwriter DJ, um, what does that mean to you? That title.
My thing is, in order to be able to elevate and be able to soothe the soul, you got to have a passion for it. If it's just something that you're doing as a hobby, it will show in your work. But if you have the love of people and the passion for your music, that will also show, simply because you can teach a talent. You can't teach a gift. If you go to a show, I'm gonna show you the difference. If you go to a show and the person that's performing is only showcasing their talents, the people are not going to remember. They just going to be able to say that they sung this and they sung that. But when you go to a show and you have a gift and a passion for what you're doing, they're going to remember you, because simply they're going to say, you know what? I went to the show and I was feeling this way, but when I'm leaving, I have a whole new outlook. That person right there made me forget about everything that I was going through. And
It's
and we as artists, we got to realize we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for our potential fans, our supporters. We got to get out of self. When we get ready to perform at a show, we got to take self out of it. Point
uh,
blank and period. You got to. If not, nobody is going to really, how can I say? Nobody's really going to want to be involved or in around you simply because you're being antisocial, you're being standoffish, you act like you can't interact with the crowd and that stuff. But me myself, I tell before I perform, I tell people real quick, y'all got to excuse me, I got to interact with my people. So if I'm on the stage, I'm coming down. And if I'm on the floor, I'm walking around, interacting with the crowd, because it makes it more personable. It makes them feel like they are a part of what you have going on. And that's why I say you have to remove self. Got to.
Oh, it's funny you say that. So I've been able to be a part of Southern Soul shows, and
Mhm.
I've been around Tucker. I've been around Agent Bagger. I've been around Lamar Brace. I've been around West Love. I've been around Cadillac Man. And
Mhm.
the list goes on. So people love Tucker. I'm gonna say that they do. They
Mhm.
they they love
My
Tucker James.
sister is one. My
Yeah,
sister is one.
they love Tucker James, but they love Tucker music. But who I think put on a better show than Tucker, just off crowd engagement, and she can sing, and she groovy, and she gonna step with you. You might come on the stage and step with her. Listen, I've been to a lot of Southern Soul shows.
Mhm.
I ain't seen nobody put on a show like West Love yet, for real.
Her in them red boots.
Man, West Love, like she might start off with a Betty Wright song talking about Mr. Charlie,
Mhm.
and she might go down to Minnie Rip and take a trip down memory lane, and then she might sing her song "A Good Man," and she might bring that thing back to Shirley Murdoch and mix one of her songs in back with, like, when I tell
Mhm.
artists, when you do a show, you want to give them a full show. You want to mix that thing in with some of the legends music. So when you come in that thing with your song, they gonna keep rocking with you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So my statement is, she puts together a full authentic show where whether you're 5 years old or 75 years old, you can engage.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Mhm.
so and I think the crowd participation and engagement, when you when you put that mic to the crowd and they can say every word of the song. Oh, that promoter gonna want to bring you back,
Exactly.
cause
Exactly.
they know people coming. You know what I mean? People coming, and so yeah, people love Tucker and Pokey and Sir Charles and stuff. But man, listen, man, I done seen her West Love and Tucker at the show together.
Yeah. At first time I saw them together was in Saluda. I got a
Yeah,
chance to see them in Saluda.
that's
Mhm.
why I seen them at. That's my hometown. I was there.
Really?
That's my hometown. Uh huh.
I was the photographer. I was the one that was on the side, on the over by the stage and stuff, taking the pictures and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. 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 So.
Yeah, I was a photographer before I was an artist. Yes.
Okay then. Okay. So you the photographer everybody was talking about from Alabama. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's before I know who you was. Okay then. I get it. I get it. But it was so many people out there, you could see
Ooh,
everybody.
wasn't it?
Listen,
Yes,
man.
it was. It
Listen.
it was.
How you get 2,500, 3,000 people come to that little small town? I don't know, but they was there.
And Dave was there.
I seen
And I'm a
I,
witness.
I seen buses come in. They was there.
I'm a witness because I was there.
Right, right. So music, community development, and impacting lives. What is your take on that? And if for you, as you been an artist and a DJ, how do you merge all that together?
I think in order to merge all that together, you got to put on community events. If you want to start, if you want to try to start to have more hometown support, I think that you should do different things in the community where it might have to be a free concert. It might have to, because sometimes in the communities that we stay in, it's most people can't afford to pay 35, $45 for tickets. And if we got to start giving back. And my goal this year is to be able to put on one big concert where all single mothers, all anybody that's going through something, anybody that has low income, come enjoy yourself, come meet and greet with these artists, be able to take pictures with this artist, be able to just to escape whatever you have going on at home, whatever you got going on at work. So as artists, we got to start giving back to our communities and stop, once again, take self out of the equation and think more about your potential fans and your supporters.
Okay, okay. So, I think that you know, mental health should be important to artists. And I think that artists should partner up with nonprofits. They should they should partner up with hospitals and urgent cares and things of that nature. Because you'd be surprised who would give you sponsorship. And if they know that you're gonna donate back to a worthy cause, if you tell a hospital or doctor office, well, I'm gonna donate this back to kids with autism. I'm gonna donate this back to fibromyalgia. I'm gonna donate this back to the Breast Cancer Society. Oh yeah, damn, cause it's gonna be a tax write for them in anyway, and they're gonna be glad that they could bring some service
Mm-hmm.
and have their name on their sponsorship. Cause that makes them look good as community pillars as well. So
Exactly.
so. So, what do you think about it from that realm when it comes to the mental health and when it comes to all things that happen to an artist when they're going through mental health? You know what I mean? And it's a lot of artists that go through mental health, and we never know that's our favorite artists. We love them so much, but privately, they're suffering.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Simply because one thing people do not realize is that this is a cutthroat game. It is hard, it is real hard, and it is especially hard for the new upcoming artists, because I've had artists tell me that's just starting out. They was like, you know what, Regina, I'm just gonna quit. I mean, I can't, I'm not getting this type of support. I can't, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, and it's draining me, it's draining me. And the only thing I can tell them is keep showing up, because eventually somebody's going to pay attention. And as far as the mental health, I think as artists, we should try to reach out to these different businesses and hospitals and stuff, and different charities and stuff, where you can do a nonprofit concert and say all donations are going to such and such and such and such, and make sure you have a representative that is going to be there. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? Because some people be like, well, no, that ain't what they're gonna do with it. That's this, that, and the third. It's a shame that you have to prove to people that, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. So you should always have a representative to show up at your concert, to be able to accept the funds that is being donated to whatever charity or whatever organization that you want to give it to, because it's important. You like you said, kids with autism, people with fibromyalgia, hello me, people with down syndrome, people disabled veterans, homeless. I mean, you could even do a concert for homeless people. It shouldn't be a certain area or a limit to who we try to give back to. It shouldn't.
Man,
Once again, we got to take self out.
do you know how many homeless people that I met, man, that they have their hat and they saying for that change to feed themselves? And when I say talented, especially when I lived in the Washington D.C. area and the Fort Lauderdale area, man.
Hmm.
Listen, man, I just used to be like, man, whew, have mercy. I'm talking about saying anything and out there playing their banjo and the guitar and you know, um, so it's a lot of people that's less fortunate, and we can't say what happened in their life because we don't know. But all we know is they still try to inspire the world with their gifts, and
Exactly.
and we got people who are not, in no way, shape, fashion, or form living like that, and they want to be selfish with their gift. It make no sense.
And then you have the ones that say, "Oh, when I started out, I was homeless. I was living in my car." Okay, if you started out like that and you're no longer like that, what are you doing to help the people that are still like that?
Right, right. You're right. You're right. So we definitely got to give back. And I just really think that's great. So we're gonna get into how you became a DJ, why you became a DJ, and why you love it so much.
Well, how did I become the DJ? I was actually dating a DJ. I'm always tell the truth. I don't sugarcoat anything. I was dating a DJ, and he was like, you love me. He said, the way you love music, you might need to think about DJing. He said, have you ever thought about it? I said, well, long time ago or whatever, he said, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to give you a controller. I'm going to give you a mixer, and I am going to give you a booth speaker, and I'm going to give you a laptop. So the DJ equipment that I have was gifted to me by my ex, and to this day I still appreciate him for doing that. And he only had to show me one time how to do everything, and because I'm a fast learner, so once he showed me, I just kept on, and I can honestly say I can see growth from the first time that I started up until now, which I started in 2022.
Hmm.
September 2022, I started DJing, and from then to now, I can honestly see my growth. Obviously, I must be doing something right. I mean, I get bookings. People call and say, "Hey, you available for this date?" So I appreciate that.
Yeah, you definitely get booked. I'll be seeing you. DJ Jen on the ones and twos. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what is that feeling like when you break all these records? So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it may happen. It may be, or DJ Jen is on tour with somebody and being a tour DJ. So
I claim it.
so what is it like for you? I watch your lives on TikTok, on Facebook, and whatnot. So what
Right.
is it like? What is it like for you to have artists tell you that they appreciate you so much from a DJ's perspective?
It actually means a lot, because what people don't understand, what artists don't understand, and me being an artist, what most artists don't understand, being a DJ is just as much work it is being an artist.
Hmm.
We have to, if you don't send, well, I ain't gonna speak for other DJs. I'm gonna speak for me. If you don't take time out to send me your music, I'm not gonna take time out to go look for it either. Simply because you know that I'm a DJ, but you choose not to send me your music. And then when I put out the list of people that's made my rotation, you want to send me a private message and ask, well, why you? I'm sorry, I don't have it. I can't play what I don't have. And for artists to come to me to say, you know what, Regina, I appreciate you. And even if they don't, they show their appreciation about joining my lives. Um, LJ Eccles been in my life. Audio's been in my life. Mr. Stuff has been in my life. I've had Big Sambo, J Red. So when they come in, that lets me know that they appreciate me playing their music, because after each just about after each live that I do, I go back and I'll say, okay, such and such was in rotation today. And on Mondays, I do New Music Monday. And I let my supporters vote, okay, yeah, that needs to stay in rotation, or oh nah, Regina, we don't like that. We got to let that grow on us. So when they make rotation, I make it my business to do the list and post it on Facebook to let them know, like, who look, this is what the people are saying. So therefore, it gives them the opportunity to say, well, that's the fan base that I don't know. And for them to say that they like my music, then that means that I'm going in the right direction. But I also know that I'm not going to say all DJs, but some DJs choose not to play upcoming artists because they don't have a name. Well, my question is to the DJs is, how can an upcoming artist get a name if you're not playing their music? How are they supposed to be known if you're not playing their music? So therefore, I use my platform to help support the new upcoming artists and the artists that's been out for a while that supports me when they send them new music. But that's just me. I can't speak for nobody else but me.
Okay, okay, okay. And so, as far as DJ, you groovy with it. You tell artists send their music in, and you introduce them to people who this is, and after that, I see them have an interview with you on Facebook. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so, as far as interviews,
Hmm.
what's the difference between interviewing an up and coming artist and a seasoned artist for you? How different is the convo lingo?
Um, I'm not gonna say all seasoned artists, but some seasoned artists have lost their humbleness. New upcoming artists are more humbled
Okay.
in their artistry, simply because at any given time, well, we don't realize that at any given time, the platform that you own, it could fall. So you need to stay humble in your craft, because simply because you got to remember where you at. You've already been where the person at that's up and coming. So therefore,
Mm-hmm. See,
I'm sorry.
you good. You
I,
good.
my phone is on airplane mode, so I don't even know why it's ringing. Um, you have to understand that just as you was a new upcoming artist and you needed somebody to help you, why don't you take what you know and help the ones that's coming? I don't know a lot because I've only been in for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I don't know a lot, but I know enough where I can share with new upcoming artists. Because basically I'm still one, but I'm like in between. I'm in between a new artist and lightly seasoned. I'm a lightly seasoned artist. I'll say it like that. I'm a lightly seasoned artist. So we have to stop trying to be gatekeepers of stuff, thinking that if we disclose this information, that artist is going to surpass me and my no, 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 and no. It ain't about that. Even if they do, you ought to be able to say, well, you know what? I helped them along the way. You receive your blessings by blessing others.
It's funny you say that because I can tell people TK Soul and Sir Charles was out way before Tucker, but
Yes, I
Kevin
know that.
Kevin Richardson was out way before Tucker, but
Hmm.
Hokey was out way before Tucker.
Hmm.
But they embrace him. He's the youngest one out of all them fellas. You know what I mean? But
Yes,
they embrace him, even though he may get booked more than they do. They still embrace him, and he put them on shows to make sure they get paid too. You know what I mean?
exactly. But you got some people, you got some artists that's not. They'll tell a promoter, well, if you put them on the show, I'm not gonna be on the show. They do that. I know that for a fact. They do
Oh, they
that.
they've been doing it for quite some time. So
Yeah, they will do that. And but what most people don't know, that the song that made King George popular, it had been out for about 2 or 3 years before he even hit.
3 years, yeah.
Uh-huh. So he
But
was not he wasn't an overnight sensation like people
see,
think.
but the thing about King George, he pushed that songs to internet radio and mix shows and music reviews and stuff like that, and the radio station caught wind of it. Like, why this ain't on the radio? Why this on every internet radio station? Music review, mix shows,
Hmm.
midday mixing. Like, why we ain't got that on Clear Channel or FM? And the rest history. You know what I mean? But then what King George did is, I remember when King George was only getting $350 a show.
Hmm.
I remember him going through all the little small towns in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, the Chitlin Circuit.
Yep, chitlin circuit. That is
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I remember him going through the little small towns in Mississippi and Alabama and Tennessee and just the small towns, not the Jacksons, Mississippi's, and places like that, or not the Memphis, Tennessees, but the small towns.
Right.
So the small towns with one grocery store and one stoplight and two gas stations. Them small towns.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
the small towns get you high. I even tell rappers, if you know anything about the rapper the baby, he went through the chitlin circuit. That's how he got hot.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere.
You know what I mean? Like uh, them people that follow that 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 forum, that Otis Redding and James Brown and Al Green and Sam Cooke and all them cats did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the chili circuit is the winning recipe. Always have been for the last 55, 60 years. That's the winning recipe. You know, that's how
Mm-hmm.
artists really come up. You know, the chitlin circuit is you stay booked, you keep your money, you ain't got to share with no label. You
Mm-mm.
know, so the chill and then with the chitlin circuit, everybody you meet damn near play an instrument.
Yep.
That's why it's so popular. You know, and they all people who stem from playing music in church, whether it's piano, whether it's guitar, whether it's drums.
Mm-hmm.
No, they all stem from, sitting on the back porch with their granddaddy, their uncle, and they teaching them chords and stuff like that. And cause I tell people all the time, them old folks might not can read no music, but they can play, boy.
Yeah. Play by ear.
Yeah, they can play. So that's a good thing. Now, a song you got,
Uh-oh.
you know what?
Play nice.
I said she show out.
Play nice.
You talking about you want it, you need it. I was like,
Play nice. It's just a song.
I said, you know what?
Play
You know,
nice.
you know, she gonna bring the Stellas out of retirement. They really gonna get their groove back on. You know what I mean? I was like, what the boy told Stella. Me not that young Stella. I'm grown man. Hey, you know what that boy told Stella.
That what he said. That what he said. But it's just a song. It's just a song.
It's just a song.
It's just a song.
I'm gonna tell you what.
What?
I'm gonna tell you what.
What?
When I played when I made that promo video, my homeboy said, "Hey man, who that is?" I said, I said, that's fine, Regina, man. She Alabama. She either part of the Auburn Tigers or they Crimson Tide, one or two.
War Eagle.
Okay. So I said she one or two. He said, but you know what she said, right? I said, yeah, I know what she said. She said she wanted, she needed. He said, okay. He's like, I'm a. So what's her name now? He said, I'm gonna have to go download that, put it on my playlist. I said,
Tell him I appreciate it.
and and this ain't somebody my age. This a young boy. That young boy about 27.
My kids older than him.
And we said, what she said? I said, boy, you gonna ride and bump that in your car if you want to. Your mama gonna be mad at them cougars. You be all right. All right. I said, go ahead. You know what I mean? Because they know they don't know young pup singing no song like that. They know that grown folk music. That's that good shine music, bro. That's that apple pie. That's the apple pie
It's just
shine.
a
That
song.
that blueberry, that mango shine. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. When you got the old man in the back playing the checkers and you got the pity pat and tongue table going, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I said,
I
boy,
cannot with you. I can't
I
with
said, she
you.
show out for real, man. She just show out.
I
I
do.
was like,
It's just music.
I was like, that song sound like, somebody on the grill, somebody cooking a pot of hash, somebody frying some fish. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. They doing it. So the creation of the song, how it came about, and when you finished the track, what was your thoughts on it, and what was the thoughts when you sent it to DJs?
It's just a song. Um,
I
I was
understand it's
like,
just a song, but I'm pretty sure it got you some attention. It raised my eyebrows.
um, what had happened was,
Okay.
yeah, what had happened was, I have a friend. I have a friend that I talk to on occasion. He's like, Regina. He said, you know what I've never heard? I was like, what? He said, I ain't never heard no song about no big boys. Bing. I said, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, okay. So I got to thinking and got to writing. I said, all right. So as I was putting the words and stuff together, I said, I know a lot of people gonna be like, oh, so you like big boys. Oh, so that's what it is. It's just the song. And I was like, once I got the track for it, thank you to 350 Beats. He's actually the one that did the track for it. And I was like, you know what? I said, this might be all right, because it's a lot of big boys out there that feel like they ain't getting no love. I said, okay, so this is
Oh,
gonna be all right.
I ain't never felt like that. Oh, what?
No, I'm as far, because remember, because the song says 6 feet tall, 250 plus.
Right. Big boy. Hefty six
Big,
sack.
yes,
Yeah, hefty
yes,
six sack. That's right.
yes, yes, yes. So I was like, you know what? So the DJs that I know that do like support me or whatever, and I sent them to them, and they was like, cause like one DJ show enough, he always makes the joke of, oh, y'all know she ain't talking about me, cause I'm only 5'9", 249.
Yeah, he's
Which
sharp.
he's not, which he's not. But he always make that joke. Oh, dog, I didn't make the cut. And then I have other DJs say, "Oh yeah, tell me that's me. That is definitely me." So yeah, Antoine Larry said,
Hey man, that's my people from St. Louis tapping in. What's up, bro? Appreciate you
"Hey,
tapping in, man.
good evening, good evening." But yeah, it's pretty much just a song to help uplift, some of the big guys that feel like that they're not being shown any love, trying to let people know that it ain't just the winter time is big boy season. It's big boy season all
Man,
season
it's
long.
hey man, it's big boy season 365 24/7.
That part.
Stated
It
by
don't just have to be the winter time.
I, I tell people all the time, man, that you know, listen, man. When people say something about Big Boy, they say something about entertainment. I say, do you understand, man, how much we lost with the passing of the late great Gerald Levert? Man,
Hmm. Yes.
listen, man. I can. Gerald Levert had several albums. I can put every album in and listen to it from front to back, from top to bottom.
Yes.
And then I don't think that we should be surprised because we already know who his daddy is. His daddy asked you, "Have you had some love today?" So you
Right.
know, Eddie, and we already know the legendary OJ's. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But you definitely cannot leave out Big Luther.
oh yeah,
We
oh
ain't talking about the
well,
little Luther. Not the little
well,
Luther, but
well,
the big Luther.
yeah, big Luther. When when he couldn't, when he had the suit coat on and couldn't get but one bun fastened.
Yeah, him.
That
Yeah,
Luther.
him. Yeah,
Now,
him. That one. That's the one. Yes.
but little Luther Curl ain't quite right. No, 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 no. We ain't gonna do little Luther. You know what I mean? And
No,
like my
I
man
mean, little
said,
Luther's fine, but it's something about the big Luther though. The big
right,
Luther was, yes.
right, and like my boy, you know. And times he said, "Man, we can't forget about Barry, man, because they ain't
Now we
gonna be
can't forget about Barry.
no, man. Barry said, "Here's the lesson you want to teach. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach." Good God
That's
Almighty,
it. That's what he had said.
boy. Good God Almighty. He said, "Practice what you preach." God Almighty, man. I said, man, did people really listen to the words in that song?
People, let me tell you something. I'm more old school. They were like, Regina, how you know about that song? When you love music, you know that when it comes to old school music, you cannot compare it to what's going on now. You
You know you
can't.
can't.
It hits so much different.
Yeah, man.
Those songs back in the day, they will make you sit and have you about to call folk that you know you don't even want to talk to no more.
Man, listen. I remember when my daddy. I remember when I was little. My daddy had what we call a component set, the 45 records.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I used to hear him play that James Ingram. James Ingram said, "Love her 100 ways." I said, "Good God Almighty,
Not just one,
100."
100.
Man,
And
like,
then also, don't forget now, as far as blues is concerned, when you heard that blues come on Saturday, you know it was time to get up and start cleaning.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's why, and I love my old school blues. I love my old school R&B. I love my old school hip hop. It just hit different.
Right,
It just hit
right.
different. And as you know, say you've been on my lives, and you know the majority of the stuff that I play is old.
BB.
People be like, "Where you find that at, dog? You digging deep down in them crates?" Yes.
Yeah, man. You know. I tell people all the time, man. You know that I remember I was looking at video on YouTube. Boy, they had Bo Diddley and Bobby Womack and BB King on one stage. I said, "Good God Almighty, listen,
Legends, all
yeah,
in one place.
yeah, legends, and all of them was feeling like they had been working working on the farm. I'm talking about that. That's when you know you playing that music and you sing it and you give the crowd what they want. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you know,
Exactly.
but you know, you said you said I want it, I need it,
You
and them
just is not gonna let that. You just not
and
gonna let that
them
lay down. Let
and
that dog lay down. Let that dog lay down. It's just a song.
I know that's right.
Okay, Antoine.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, boy, hey, like the pastor said, I ain't gonna tell you nothing but the truth. That's what I'm
Of
talking about.
this.
So I know when the DJ's got this track, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know the DJ was like, "What she just said? 6 foot what? She wanted, she needed." He's like, I bet they was like, "Man, let me go ahead and pass this around. Let me go ahead and pass this around to my DJ friends." And I know that song gained so much popularity because I know people ask you about it all the time.
Mm-hmm. I do get act because something just like you. What were you thinking? What made you write that? It's just a song.
Well,
And
and
then a
and,
lot
and
of people do focus on that last verse. A
you,
lot of people do focus on the last verse.
you as an artist say it's just a song, but hey, that's an anthem. What? That's an anthem. That's an anthem. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate you calling it an anthem, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a song.
She says just a song. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. And Southern Soul Singers, I don't want y'all to get offended. I'm gonna ask you your top 5 male Southern Soul singers and your top 5 female Southern Soul singers.
Oh my Lord. Why you gonna throw me under the bus?
Man, listen, I got to have some type of controversy in it.
Well, I don't do controversy well, so um I would have to say right now, Sky Wadley would be one.
Auntie Love, yes, sir.
Yes, Sky Wadley would actually be one. Um, Magic one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely Magic one. Cold Drink is he's doing his thing. I listen to Cold Drink a lot.
Mhm.
Um, Two more, huh? Mm. Fix it, Jesus. Um,
Maybe I can name the last two for you.
I doubt it, but go ahead, try.
I'm gonna say Tony or Marty, and I'm gonna say Too Smooth out of Mississippi.
Too smooth because he said he'll pay for it. Too smooth said he'll pay for it. It might not be for sale, but he'll pay for it.
Well,
Tony O'Mani, he said sooner or later. In fact, and Tony O'Mani made my rotation list last week.
yeah. So see, you see how Kendrick's spirits think alike. I
Yeah,
just
I would, yeah.
yeah. So I just named two. I just finished the last two, and you was like, okay, then.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I
Okay.
can see that.
Okay. So females, five.
Oh Jesus. Shavonna Adams.
Yeah, yeah. Kansas City be rocking. You right. She rock.
Um, Sheila be sexy because sis be on her. She be on her grind. She
Right.
be on her grind. So Sheila be sexy is one. Miss Drea
Okay.
and SRJR. Even though that's a group, I would actually have to put in there because there's more females than it and just one male. So I would actually say SRJR with
Okay.
rest in peace Andrea C.
Right.
Um um how many was that?
That's
Three?
four.
That was four. And then I guess the next would be Miss Poochie.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Poochie.
Hmm. Okay. And I'm sure that you'll see all of them at the second annual Southern Soul Music and Radio Conference in ATL, Georgia. I'm sure you'll see all of them.
Is that your way of saying that I need to be there?
Yeah, you need to be. You should have been there last year. To be honest
But
with
we talked about that. I ain't gonna put my
you.
business in the street, but we
No,
talked
don't
about
worry about it. I'm about to put the flyer in your inbox tonight. Sure is.
it. And when is it?
It's July.
July what?
No, June. It's the last weekend in June, but don't quote me on that. But I'll send you the flyer. I actually got a call by today from legendary Lee Parker, who was the tour manager for like James Brown and Otis Redding and stuff like that. So you know, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that's gonna be pretty dope. And so what's next for you? Is there a new single on the way? Is there some show dates on the way? Like, what's up? What the business is?
So the business is DJ Jen will be in Opelika, Alabama at El Rodeo March the 15th for the Southern Soul Spotlight Show. Um Finally, Regina will be in Lithonia, Georgia, May 4th with Jay Red for that cook off. Um and that's about it right now. I don't have anything else. So if anybody's looking to add someone that's going to entertain and you want the final Regina experience, I am available for booking.
Okay, you heard it first. She said she available. The final Eugene
So
experience
those are the only two dates that I have right now.
and DJ Jen on your one and twos. She
Yes.
available. So,
Yes.
Mr. Terry, thank you for checking in with us, man. Tapping in, man. My brother has a,
Hi,
a,
Mr.
a
Terry.
has a growing nonprofit, man, where he really get the youth and bring them something that's great. And
Okay.
I love what he do with the youth. He's very impactful and he
Okay.
coming. Hey,
Okay.
thank you, Miss Felicia Jones, for tapping in.
Hey,
I
Miss
know
Felicia.
I know you called in you late, but better late than never. So it's very much appreciated. And Mr. Terry, I know you late, man, but hey, man, you already know how we rock, man. We're gonna rock it till the wheels fall off, man. Like a 74 Cadillac for sure. So I definitely appreciate you tapping in. So if there's something that you want to leave, whether it's a business owner, whether it's an artist, whether it's up and coming entrepreneur, what quote would you want to leave them today? Or what would you want to say to them that would encourage them in an impactful way?
Don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do. What God has planned for you is for you, and no one else can determine that. Hello, somebody. Keep showing up, keep the faith, and press forward to see what the end is going to be.
Well, you heard it first, man. The chat box is yours truly, King Jacob, man. Finally Regina, DJ Jen. We here, and we just appreciate you tuning in and saying what the hype was about with finally Regina and DJ Jen. Because it's been a lot of, for her to be only doing this for 2 years and gain the traction that she has gotten. That's really amazing. What she's doing, it take most artists about 5-6 years. So God's speed, God's favor, God's plan. We out of here. Peace and
Thank
blessings.
you. Keep promoting.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.